YouTube, you know what it is. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded a video. Hell, I don't even know when I'm gonna upload this one. This may not even be uploaded the same day or the same week or even the same month that I'm shooting this, but I had to make this video. I know I sniffle a lot, and y'all hear me sniffle more. My allergies are starting to flare up because it's getting hot out. But anyway, I got a package in that I'm like super duper excited about. That's the only reason I want to do a video on it. And two, I've had this box in for like 2 days. Thank God I was working, because I said I don't want to open it until I do it on camera. I want a real reaction, because I wanted to open that package as soon as I got home 2 days ago. But I just went straight to sleep, so I wouldn't get myself to open it. And I got another package. I already opened it. That one, it's not a big deal. I'm not even going to get into the story of how this came about, because it's like super weird and like dope and crazy at the same time. So I'm gonna get into the packages first. Y'all know I'm not used to that. I'm used to just talking first. So let's get into the one I already opened. Let's get it out the way. Still got it in the box. You see, it's a Nike. This is nothing but the what is it? The Air Max 98s. Yeah. Cones. What else did they call these? I think they call these the Nickelodeon Rugrats. And when you look at the colors, it really do. It took me a long ass time to get these. Well, I could have been got them, but I was trying to get them for retail. I caught them on a restock. This one. And this is not a good day. Like, I mean, I'm in a good mood, but then again, I'm not, because right after this, I'm cleaning up through my house. It's a mess. And I would have been shot this video. I just can't find my goddamn tripod. If y'all would see the setup that this phone is actually on right now, you'll laugh your ass off. But I cannot find my tripod for the life of me. And I'm using a key to open this box because I cannot find my blade cutter, like my favorite blade cutter. I always use knives and stuff, but y'all seen I literally bought a blade cutter because I was obsessed with the color of it. And I can't find it for months. And I live in an apartment. But anyway, let's get into this box first, because I am nervous as hell about this. I just want to make sure it is what it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure, I already see it's a Nike. This came from Nike because of the tape. But you never know. They can make mess ups. And this is one time I would be like infurious if it was a mess up. But let's get into it. I don't even want to, I want to look away from opening this box. I don't even want to look, because I know as soon as I open it, what I'm expecting to see. I'm that nervous. And I'm trying to hold my composure, like when I first ordered the damn shit. I'm gonna shoot people. I'm trying not to get excited, but it's too hard not to. The receipt or whatever, the return form, which won't be getting used, especially for this. Man, I'm so fucking nervous. Oh my God, it's really what it's supposed to be. It is my size. As soon as y'all see this box, y'all already gonna know what it is. 10.5. You see the box? Yes, that's exactly what it is. And what month are we in? June? What is it, 3 months later? Let's open it and check it. Oh my Jesus, everything is in here that's supposed to be here. Well, I'm missing something, unless it's like buried in here. Oh my, bruh. These are the Air Max 97/1 Weatherspoons. Oh my Jesus Christ. Wow. Like, I'm bugging right now. Hold on, let me show everything that y'all probably didn't see in all the other videos. Take the other shoe out. Oh, it's in here. So you got the old school. I think it's like the first like Nike logo. I don't think it's that. Don't quote me. I don't think it's the actual Nike first script they had, but it's one of the first. The more air. If nobody follows round 2, Sean Witherspoon, the one who actually created the shoe. I actually went to round 2. maybe a month ago to sell some shoes and try to get well, I was just trying to get cash, to be honest with you, but they wouldn't give me cash. They only gave me store credit. So I was literally looking for a pair of these. Every time I go in their Instagram, they have tons of them. But when I got there, they didn't have one pair. They didn't. I think they only had the baby pair. So I asked the guy. He was like, every time they get them in, they sell. So I had to chalk it on that one. It was an okay store. It's not as big or as great as how it is on the actual episodes they do. But anyway, the more air thing. Other than the fact of his shoe, he's been saying this ever since that Adidas Boost wave started. Like when people started really hyping up Boost, and like for if y'all don't notice, the Boost shit has slowed down tremendously. Nobody's buying Ultra Boosts like that anymore. They're not selling out anymore. Nobody's like losing their shits over what is it, the 4Ds. I mean, they still go for a pretty penny, but it's not as crazy as it was last year or the year before. So last year and the year before when it was going super crazy, I don't know if he owned any Boosts. I don't know that, but I know he's a diehard Nike fan. So he started making shirts that said "More Air" on it to get people to understand like it's about Nike Air. Because if y'all know, it's Nike Air is just not a name. That's their actual technology, Air. Like they put air, like you know, their air bubbles and their vents and all that bullshit. All the technology that they have, majority their airbags in their shoes, it has air in it, and that's like when like their first technology before the React and the Flywire and all other shit is. That's their like most popular technology. So he started putting the shirts More Air to let y'all know what it is. It's about more air, not boost. I think at one point he might have had a shirt that said More Air, Less Boost or some shit like that. I don't know. But that's where the More Air comes from. Got the extra laces. Yeah, I got all three. Oh, this one is actually attached. Y'all know, anybody watch my video, they know I love when the shoelace is attached to the shoe. I don't know why, but I do. But let's get into the story, right? Play the backdrop. So today is, because I told you I don't know I'm uploading this video. Today is Friday, I believe it's the 8th. Yeah, today is June 8th, 2018. This was literally, I believe, Monday. So I had to shoot. Yeah, it was Monday. Okay, so today is the 8th. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like stay on track, but my head is like I'm so fucked up. Like it was either like the 2nd or the 3rd. I don't know what date, but basically, I'm at work. Okay, I'm playing the backdrop. I'm not worrying about these shoes. They're not even on my mind. I'm like, I'm going to get them at some point. I'm just not like rushing it because they're reselling for like $700 right now. So that's why I was never in a rush to try to get them, because when they initially, this is going to be a long video. Before I get to Monday, I'm going to tell you about the shoe, period. Okay, we all know that last year they had like this contest for the next innovator, because the previous year we voted for a retro of an Air Max, which I'm pissed. I didn't want those Atmos Air Max 1s to win. I was voting for the Duck Camo 90s, and I'm still trying to get them Duck Camo 90s. But now that first, when I thought, cause they was in the lead for a while until like it got close to the deadline, then all of a sudden it flipped and those Air Max 1s won. But at one point, I almost had a pair for like $300. Somebody bought them, but those things go for at least $700 and up, and that's a used pair, like a DS pair, like $1,000. I'm not paying that, but I want that shoe so bad. But anyway, so that was happening the year before, last year. So once they picked that shoe, and that shoe got released last year, and they had all the hype around it. They had like the regular release, then they had the pack where it came with the Air Jordan 3 Safari they did or whatever. Right after that, they had this contest of like these innovators like to mock up their own shoe, and everybody votes on it, and whoever votes like get the most votes, they're gonna make that shoe become a reality. And I think this one and maybe like 2 other ones was the only shoes that was like actual shoes with just like a different colorway, different materials and stuff like that. Everybody else had like these weird ass fucking shoes that Nike don't even make. Like they literally be making a whole new silhouette, and one of them had a chance to win, But I already knew like it was no way around it. It was too much behind this shoe for this not to win. First of all, you had Sean Witherspoon. He has a big following because his store is like dope as hell. Like, I mean, a lot of people don't like it. I don't know why. He sells a lot of vintage clothes. That Supreme shit that all the kids are into. Like a lot of the streetwear brands is very expensive. They sell it. They sell sneakers. They don't consign. Period. Meaning, you can't bring a shoe there and get them to sell a shoe for you, and then when it sells, you get a check. No, they buy you out. Point blank. Period. That's all they do. Meaning, you take your shoe up there, and if they want to sell the shoe, they want to buy it, and they want to sell the shoe for 400. They're gonna offer you probably 300, 350, some shit like that. So that's basically what they do, and I loved it because for them doing that, the sneakers that be like super hype and cost a lot of money, their prices would be super cheap compared to like a Flight Club or Stadium Goods or something like that, because they're not like they already paid the person their money, so now they just gotta make their money back, and they get so much shoes and so much like traffic in their store, they can afford those prices they have, right? So that's one thing. Then not to mention, the shoe is fucking dope. Period. And like, if you for people that don't know, this is not the sole that's supposed to be on the shoe. This is an Air Max 1 sole. The shoe's so dope, you forget that it's supposed to have like a damn near 360 air unit, because that's what a 97 has. So that fucks your head up right off the bat because it looks so dope. And he actually made a video of him and like several other people he cool with, like the dude from ASAP Mob, Fat Fronalations, a couple of his friends and stuff, Ben Baller. He got all these people to help him come up with this colorway in this shoe. And like the corduroy and all that, that's just like, he loved Nike vintage shit, so the hats and all that stuff. So that all plays into the shoe, and it turned out dope. Like, if Nike would have released this without Sean Witherspoon backing it, and it was just a shoe that they came out with, the shit still will sell out. This shit still will be fucking dope. So a lot of people don't like Sean Witherspoon, just assume that they voted for the shoe because of him. That, I can't lie, that probably plays a part, but at the same time, the shoe is dope. And then people was getting mad that he had the machines in his store that you could actually vote. My nigga, your objective is to win. Your objective is not to just participate and hope for the best. If you have any regulation or any like thought process that you know you have a chance to win, who would not take that? That's what I don't be understanding about people who have a problem. I only know that because once this shoe won, all the people that don't like him came out the woodworks, which was crazy. I'm like, okay, I may not even like the dude, but I love this damn shoe. I don't like Kobe. Everybody know I'm not a Kobe fan. Like, I can't stand that dude. It's mostly his attitude or whatever. But that didn't stop. I still got a Kobe jersey. I still got a couple pair of Kobe sneakers. That's not going to stop me from wearing something if it's fucking dope. I don't care who you are, unless you say something about, like, my family or some crazy shit like that. Like, that's something different. But, I mean, I don't hate a person enough not to buy it. Like, say if I hated him to death, it's not enough to make me not buy this shit. But anyway, he ends up winning. So we didn't like the mock-up looked good until we didn't see what the shoe was actually going to look like until like towards the end of the year. That was like in February, March when we was doing the voting, and then towards the end of the year, that's when we like maybe August, September, we seen what the shoe was going to look like, right? Because you know he got his show on YouTube and he was showing everybody because he gets everything first, right? So find out he has 2 releases when he finally was getting everything in order. We already knew that it was going to release on Air Max Day this year, which was in March, I believe. But he had another release last year, like around October, November. And that was like an exclusive release, and that was only going to be in LA and Virginia. Because if you look on the back, it says from VA. I don't know if you can see it. From VA to LA, meaning he's from Virginia. His first store is in Richmond, Virginia. And then once the store started making a lot of money and he started like I guess being able to afford to move around or whatever, they end up opening another store. And like, people tend to forget Sean Witherspoon is not the only owner of that store. He has a partner, but we so foreshadowed with Sean that we forget about the other dude, because the other dude, he's more chill. He's not really in the limelight. Kind of how 2J's is with Urban Necessity. He's not the only owner. It's him, Joni, and his partner C's. C's don't really be in the videos. He's more so like he plays the back and he like worries about the finances and all other stuff. Not saying that people don't know who he is, but like 2J is like kind of like the spokesperson of the company. Like he's easily approachable. Everybody's approachable, but I don't even know how to explain this. He's more talking to the people and traveling to like the sneaker cons and all that to sees where he like handles everything back home. So the same thing with this. Sean has a lot of stuff going on if you watch his episodes. Homeboy may do too, but he's more laid back. So a lot of people don't even know that Sean is not the only owner, and I can't think of Bull's name right now because we so stuck on Sean, especially because of this show. But anyway, I'm so fucked up I didn't forget where the hell I was at. The release. So basically, I think it was like a raffle or something. I don't remember. From what I heard, it was nutty. But the LA release was kind of cool. But the VA joint, he recorded that shit. That shit was crazy. Basically, like, it was a mob scene outside. And he's trying to explain to everybody, relax, there's more than enough pairs for everybody out here. But we so used to Nike saying that, and it's never enough pairs that people lose their shit. Exhibit A, Galaxy phones. They didn't say that it was super duper limited. We knew that it wasn't a lot of pairs, but we already knew from rip it was not enough pairs to go around. So that's why people lose their shit. Like, once you caught in that hype beast mentality, you can't think straight. Like, it's like you're running off adrenaline. And this mostly is based off the fact people don't want to pay resale. So a lot of people don't understand why a lot of these sneakerheads act like that. If you know, like, let's say this sneaker rack with all these sneakers on here is these shoes. Every single box is this shoe, right? And you can get them for retail. I'll play it even better. Let's say it's 2 stores with these racks on there. One store is we both selling the same damn shoe, 100 pairs. The other store is selling them for resale after we sell them for like $700. You're not gonna see a line of 3,000 people outside waiting to buy that shoe for $700. But I guarantee you'll see that 700 people outside of my store waiting to get this shoe for $160 for retail, because we're selling them for retail. That's where all that comes from, people that don't understand it. Would you rather pay $160 or would you rather pay $700? I give you a perfect example. Any shoe that's hyped up, Galaxy phone. Well, let's think of something today. Yeezys. Now, do you ever go to Flight Club? Do you ever go to Stadium Goods? Do you ever go to any of these boutiques or these consignment shops and see a long line of people outside and you ask them, why are you outside for? Oh, we here for the Yeezys. And they're reselling for $2,000. You name one time you've seen that, let me know. I'll wait. I didn't think so. Now, how many times have you gone to a Foot Locker or a Champ Sports or something like that, and you see a long-ass line, and you ask them, why are you out here? We're out here for the Yeezys. Because they're retailing for $150 or, my fault, $200. They're retailing for $200. Now, I guarantee you see that all the time, unless it's a raffle, right? That's because you'd rather pay the retail than the resale. And some people want to pay the retail so they can, like, give it for the resale. Like, if I didn't like this shoe and I bought it, I'm not returning it. I'm going to freaking sell it. So that's where that comes from, people. I just hate when people always ask them dumbass questions. Like, and some people, they even do the videos, don't even be getting the concept, or they don't explain that concept. That's what it is. But anyway, the release happens and people losing their shit. So that's what they assume. They want to get the shoe for retail because they don't want to pay $700 for the shoe, right? So cops came down there. Of course, people wasn't listening, and they trying to control it because they don't want to get shut down. They was trying to control it for like maybe an hour. So it was so bad, I heard Sean was stuck in the store because they didn't have it at his store. They had some store down the street. He was stuck in the store. He couldn't get out because it was like surrounded with people. So they ended up shutting it down. How they did the release after that, I have no idea. But some people got their hands on them. Of course, as soon as they did that, they resold them. And what was funny, I watched the episode after that one, and all you kept hearing through the whole episode was people asking, did y'all get any pairs of the Sean's in? And the employees was getting so irritated because it's all they was hearing the entire day. Because, you know, people already know that A lot of these people, if it's 100 people, 75 of the people don't want the shoe. They just want to resell it, right? So that's the first thing they do. Is like, well, they ain't get the shoe. The first thing they want to do is go to round two because they know they got pairs. They actually didn't have pairs for like 2 weeks because nobody was trying to bring them in. But after that happened, right? We all waiting for the what's the release called? I forgot the Air Max Day release because the resale on the first pairs is even worse because it's like a special box. It comes with a dust bag and all that. So it was like a waste of time even trying to pay resale for that shoe. So we all wait Air Max Day, and I'm like, I never ever win a shoe I really, really want, and I know that the whole world wants it. So it's like I'm just trying. I know I'm not gonna get it, but I'm pissed off at the same time before it even happens. They turned it into it was on the sneaker app. They turned it into a Nike draw, which I won one time, maybe for the Cherry 11s, and that was it. And I put in like for this one, I think I put in like 8 raffles and I lost. And I put in I put in raffles at places I never shopped at in my life. I put raffles in for stores overseas. It's not even in America, and I still lost. I said, this is fucking crazy. I was so fucking mad, and I was like, I didn't want an inventory show, but when you in that again, when you're in that hype beast mentality, you're running off adrenaline. You don't think straight. Nike was already pissing me off because I'm like, everybody and their mama wants this shoe. You can literally bastardize this shoe. You can mass produce it like you did the Space Jam 11s or the 72 and 10s, and these shits still will sell out and still resell for $700. So why don't you just do that? Like, why the fuck do you have to make this shit so difficult? That's how pissed I am, because I know it's not Sean's fault. Because Sean, he wanted everybody in the world to have his fucking shoe. He don't care about the resale. He just ecstatic the fact he has a shoe and everybody wants it. That's all he cares about. So he just kept making this promise that I promise you it's going to be more than enough pairs. And I'm like, Nike's not doing nothing or showing anything to make nobody believe that. Because that's why we used to hearing that on every other shoe and it never happened, right? So, of course, Air Max Day comes around. I lose. It's like half the world. So I'm praying that one store around here has them. I even asked one of the dudes I'm cool with on Instagram that gets damn near every shoe and he resells it. And this was like the one shoe he didn't get no pairs. He only got one pair for himself. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Every time I come to you for a shoe, finally, you never have nothing. Not even a shoe that I can just buy and just like side swap it. Like he never has one when I want them. But every other time he's asked me, do I want this shit or that shit? I don't want them shits. I can get them myself. I want this shit that I can't get. But he always only gets them for himself. That shit like annoys me. So after that, I didn't even worry about the shoe no more. But Nike sneaker app, even though it's annoying, I love it because they do surprise drops. They do surprise restocks. You have to be on your phone like damn near all the time, or you have to have a notification. I'm just now finding out about the J23 app. I could have got the off-whites when they did the drop or whatever. Because how they did the drop was sneaky and it was fucking dope. And that's why I say, even though Adidas had their little hype for a minute, they'll never be Nike. Because Nike, even though Nike be feeling themselves sometimes, I'm glad Adidas did that, make them understand, like, you ain't that fucking hot. You can be knocked off at some point. They realized that, and they double back. So, with this one, they did the same thing. Like, basically, I guess they had, like, a small restock, but I caught it late. I was so fucking pissed. But then, that was, like, maybe April. Like, in the middle of April, I heard some people saying that, for some reason, Nike was offering this shoe to people who actually voted for the shoe. And I'm like, well, how the fuck do they know who voted for it? And I had to think about it. The only way you could have voted for this shoe was on a sneakers app or a Nike Plus app. So that means they probably verified that account. Like, say I voted for the shoe, I don't know how many fucking times. They probably can see the votes that I did because I did it in my account. So they can go to your account, whoever like voted. I guess they was going to random people and looking at whoever account voted for the shoe and offered them a pair. I was like, well, damn, how many fucking pairs do they have of this shoe? So that was April, right? It is June now. So after all that talking I done did, we tracking back finally to Monday that just passed, and it's Friday, right? I work in the nursing field, okay? So I was asked to help one of my residents to the bathroom, right? So I'm helping my resident to the bathroom. I'm trying to paint the picture for y'all. It was a male resident or whatever, because I work with the elderly. So I'm taking him to the bathroom. His daughter is in the room with a hospice aide or like another nurse or whatever in the room talking, and I'm in the bathroom with my resident and I have the door shut, right? So I'm on my phone waiting for him to get done using the bathroom, and I'm saying to myself, I have these weird thoughts. I was like, you know, it'd be crazy if I get on my phone for something like, and this is no bullshit, all facts. I said, you know, it'd be funny if I just see something on my phone or something just happens to make me yell, like to say, fuck, motherfucker, or some crazy shit like that. Even the resident, let's say the resident hits me or something, just makes me mad, because you ain't allowed to touch no resident. But I just want to yell, I was like, oh my fucking God, like, because it always makes me think, like, what if some crazy shit happened like that and his daughter is right there, or like somebody's family, or somebody's there to hear me yell out or whatever, right? Coincidentally, I'm on the phone, and I don't know, I think I was on Instagram or playing a game or something, I don't know. All of a sudden, I see a notification pop up. I ain't paying it no mind, because most of the time when I get notifications, it's emails for a bunch of, like, spam shit. So, it was from Sneakers app. I'm looking at it, and I just see 97/1 Weatherspoon. I'm like, they probably must doing a restock or some bullshit, because I'm like, it's fucking June. Like, them shoes released 3 months ago. I'm not pressed over it. I'm not even gonna try. So, but it's a sneaker. I don't give a fuck if it was a Vapor Max, which I'm not really big on, or like some React, something I don't even fucking care about. I'm still gonna read it. So I'll scroll down on it and I read it, and it says, you made your voice count, or you made this shoe a possibility, some crazy shit like that, right? It said, thank you for voting for this shoe, making it the shoe of 2017 for the Air Max, the most hyped shoe, or some crazy shit they were saying, right? And they said, we're offering you an opportunity to get this shoe. I'm like, here we go with this bullshit again. But then I read further. It said, we reserved you a pair of the Air Max 97/1 Sean Willis. I was like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. It's fucking June. Ain't no way in hell you reserved me a pair of these goddamn shoes, and I'm actually gonna be able to buy them in fucking June. Stop playing with me, Nike. Don't play with me right now, right? So my eyes got big as shit. Thank God I'm learning to save money now. I'm not buying everything. So I had money in my account. I don't even fuck if I didn't have money in my account. I was gonna buy that shit through PayPal and borrow from somebody. I don't give a fuck who it was. So I click on the notification, because I don't know how everybody else's phone is, but on my phone, if you make that notification go away, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna find that shit in your app unless you search. So I didn't have no time for that. I'm thinking about it like a release, where you have to hurry up and click before the box get it, when you know they're gonna get it anyway. So I click on it, right? And you know how everybody know how the sneaker app setup is. They got like the little icons or whatever. Like you scroll up, you got an icon of an Air Max, you got an icon of a Jordan, you got an icon of a kid shoe or some crazy shit, and it either says notify me, sold out, or it has the price of the shoe, or coming soon, or purchase, or pending, or something. And you can click on that box, and it'll take you to the actual like icon, right? That icon said 160. I said, do not. In my head, I'm just saying, the whole time I'm doing this, I'm just saying, don't fucking play with me right now, Nike. I feel like you're fucking playing a prank on me. You're punking me right now. So I clicked on the 160. It got me into the goddamn icon, right? I clicked on the 160 again. Everything pops up, my information, my address, my shoe size. I said, you mean to tell me I can get this shoe retail and my size? Do not play with me right now, Nike. So I click on 160, and you know, as soon as you're about to buy a shoe, they always ask, especially if it's like a shoe that crashes the site, they make you retype your goddamn password, and when you've been signed in for like the last 20 years. So I put my password in, I press purchase, and it's going. I'm just waiting for it to say pending, and say like, you didn't get them, or it was a glitch or some bullshit. And the shit went through. The only reason I didn't like pay no mind, I told you this is gonna be a long video. The reason I ain't paying no mind was because previously with them off-whites, right, I caught it late when it was like they was offering early access. Plus they didn't let me get through anyway. So they did 2 of them. The first one I didn't get through The second one, I caught it late, and I caught it, but I didn't get it. The what was it? The Off-White had popped up on the sneakers app for the second time, right? And when I'm looking at it, I tried to click on it, and I click on the box to say notify me, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, hold on. I don't recall ever seeing Off-Whites on this app. Or, like, usually if it's on there, it would have been on there for you to, like, put notify me. I'm like, why is it just now saying notify me? That's fucking weird. So I go to the icon, and when I scroll up, usually it will show you the date that's coming out, the name of the shoe, the price, and, like, which shoe size is in, like, basically from 8 to 14 or whatever. I ain't see none of that shit. It just said notify. I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird. Like, it don't usually do that. That's weird. So I left it alone, not knowing that what Nike did, sneaky asses, and which is dope, you were supposed to hit the notify me button and keep hitting it. And once you hit it to a point that it reacts to you, a fucking shoe size picture was gonna pop up, and you pick your actual shoe size. That's what it was. You wasn't gonna actually get notified. The shoe was actually released. That's how you get your shoe size. You were supposed to hit notify me, get the shoe size, and then buy it. I didn't know that till like it was too late, because like, you know, Nike didn't want to tell you. They was on the word of mouth thing. You had to find out on people on Instagram or whatever. And what I'm about the J23 app is, that's how a lot of people found out what it was supposed to be, because J23 app tell you everything early, I guess. And everybody end up thanking them, because if it wasn't for them, a lot of people wouldn't have got that shoe, and they was getting them super easily. You know, them shoes go for like, well, now I think they go for $800. At one point when they first was getting them, they was going for like $1,200. So I left it alone. Mind you, I have two phones. Well, now I have two phones. I have an iPhone, and I still have my Galaxy 6, which I keep that. I use that as basically an iPod, like, because this iPhone will let me get everything I want. So in Wi-Fi areas, I can use it like a regular phone set for calling people, right? So I mostly use that to burn that battery out before I get to this one. So, like, maybe a couple days after that release that I missed, the Off-White, they released them again. But I think it was only corresponding with the Android phones this time, because mostly iPhone users get everything. And like with the cap and gown, I tried to do that shit on my Android phone. I couldn't do it. Like, the early access, but people don't know that you had to find Michael Jordan's high school graduation picture, and you're supposed to take the camera that's on the sneakers app, take a picture of it, and you would have got early access to the cap and gowns like a month early. I had early access, but I didn't buy it because I thought $250 was way too much, because I didn't really want the shoe. I did end up buying it, and when I seen it, I didn't like it, so I ended up selling it. So, but when I tried to do it on my Android, it didn't work. But when I did it on my iPhone, it worked. So I noticed that a lot of that shit goes to iPhone users before it go to Android. But this time, with this release, it went to the Android users, and it wasn't really working on the iPhone, because some guy on Instagram was saying, check your sneakers app, because I think they just dropped the Off-Whites again. So I tried it on my iPhone, it didn't work. So I know what to do now. So I go to my Android and try it, and I see the notify me. Hit the notify me. Do you know the motherfucking side screen popped back up? Of course, they didn't have none of my size. I said, well, I can at least get this shoe and flip it and be able to take the money and just buy the shoes that I missed out on. I'll go to it, do it, fucking got through. I purchased it. I was so fine. I was like, yes, for the first time in my life, I finally got a fucking hyped up shoe. And I don't even want it. I just want the resale money. Yes. You know, I look back down at my phone. They gave me a motherfucking Air Max 98 women's. I said, what the fuck is this? This ain't no damn Off-Whites. So I said, I'll cancel that order later. So it goes back to it again. I said, maybe I went to the wrong thing. I don't know. So I tried it again. I did it again. Got through. I'm hype as shit. So I tried it on my iPhone. Still didn't let me. Tried it on my Android. I'm hype again. They gave me another motherfucking Air Max 98, but this time in a different colorway. I said, no, something wrong with this shit. I said, you know what? Let me try this again, but I ain't fucking buying shit. So I'm like, I'm not understanding. What did I do wrong? I didn't do shit. I had to call Nike and tell them what was going on. And they was like, it's a glitch or some bullshit. So they canceled my orders. And with that being said, I said, okay, you canceled my orders, but I literally ordered a pair of Off-White Air Jordan 1s. I can't get my shoe because that's what I purchased, but y'all gave me something else. That's y'all fault. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't. We're sold out at this time. Well, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I thought it was just me, and I go on Instagram and ask everybody. Everybody said they're going through the same thing, but some dude was telling me that when you go to the size thing, you can actually look at the top of the size chart when it pops up. It actually says Air Max 98 women's. But nobody was knows that because, again, sneakerhead mentality, we was running off adrenaline trying to hurt him buy the shoe. And I think that was a ploy Nike was doing on fucking purpose. So if I didn't call him, I would have been paying $300 for two fucking shoes I don't want, and I would have to send them right back. So that's why I didn't believe nothing when it came to this damn shoe. So once I see all the shit they was doing for this shoe, and they like reserved me the pair, I thought like it was fake or it wasn't really gonna happen. So I'm losing my shit when it said you got them. I got the picture and everything. I lost it. It was so bad. I just said, what if something happened on my phone that made me yell out? But I had to remember his daughter and a nurse was in his room, so I had to yell it out in my head. I was like, I did that shit so fucking hard. I almost passed. I literally got a migraine. That's how loud I was yelling in my head, and my jaws was hurting because I was like, my mouth was like so loud, right? So I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I actually got the shoe. And I started like when I come down off my hype, I started remembering my brother voted for the shoes. I got my girl to vote for the shoes. They all got sneaker apps on their phone. They don't care about the shoe. But I was like, if they voted for the shoe and they offer them that shoe, I'm going to buy that shoe, sell it so I can get this pair for free. Because I've been selling so many shoes to get, like, I don't want to tell you what I'm getting, but like basically I was selling all these shoes that I just bought to get some type of gift, right? So I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm selling these. But I'm like, well, I can't sell them for $700 and get the money back and just get these back later and get a used pair. I don't give a fuck because they're gonna fray anyway. But I do not want to give these up, period. So when that happened, I was like, I called her, I called my brother, I said, yo, check y'all sneakers app right now because they made offer y'all the shoe. They offered you the shoe, fucking tell them, I'm buying it right now. Of course, we ain't that damn lucky. So I goes on Instagram and I'm like, yo, for the first time since sneakers app have ever existed in my knowledge, this is the first time I ever got a shoe that's super exclusive and super hyped up that everybody fucking wants, right? So like everybody looking at me crazy. They're like, huh? What you talking about? I was like, literally, they just sent me this fucking email saying that they offering me a shoe and I bought it. And like, are you sure? I'm like, you joking right now. That shoe came out in March. That's the fucking same thing I'm saying. It's fucking June. How am I just now getting this? So the dude I told you, I tried to get this shoe off that gets everything. Only got his pair. He didn't know neither. He was like, they dropped again? They restocked? I said, no. They just literally offered this shoe to me. So I got so many DMs of people trying to buy this shoe. Nah, I'm cool, brother. I'm fucking cool. I ain't giving these up. So it was so bad that nobody knew that they started that. Because they did this back in April again, like I told y'all. They didn't know they did this again. So everybody was like, why the fuck did I get that? I'm like, that's exactly how I felt in April. Everybody was talking about like they got offered this shoe, but they left me out. So basically, I feel as though they have tons of pairs, but they're only reserving. I'm not saying, don't quote me, because I don't know, but I'm just assuming they're only reserving them to the people who actually voted for their shoe. So if you even like the shoe, but you didn't vote, and you didn't vote on on your sneaker app or Nike Plus account, you don't count, I guess. I don't know. That's just what I'm taking it at. So I want to thank Nike and Sean for that because this is the first release I've seen of a shoe that the whole world wants and is like desired for, and y'all actually treating it like a GR. Meaning, if this was any other shoe that was hyped up, at Air Max Day, that'd have been it. You would never. I never seen a restock on them Atmoses from last year. Not one fucking restock. I can't say that, but I'm trying to think of like another super hyped up. Okay, them phone pods. The first phone pod that I ever bought in my life, even though I did get rid of it. The Big Bang, the second version of the Galaxy phones. I ain't never seen no restock on them yet. They sold it that one time and that was it. So this is the first time I ever seen this in my life. And so maybe Sean was telling the truth when he says more than enough pairs. He's just not telling y'all how they're going to do it. And that's the one thing, even though I don't get the chance to get everything that I want, I love the concept. Like they've been like they usually give you like an opportunity to get the shoe early. Like say this shoe come out next month, right? They'll go to random people on 90 plus apps and they'll reserve you a pair and say you got till 8 o'clock to buy them. If you don't buy them at 8 o'clock, then you gotta wait till the release. So that usually never happens with me. Only when it does, it'd be like shit I can get for under retail the first goddamn day. So I don't never pay no mind. But this is kind of the same thing in a sense, but the shoe already came out. So they only reserving them to voters, which is fucking crazy. Like they didn't do they should have did that with the Atmos, and that's how everybody was feeling. They were like, this is not fair. We all vote it should like that was the one thing people was complaining about. I was like, we all voted for this fucking shoe to be existed. Why the fuck are we left out of getting the shoe? If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even have the shoe to fucking be hyping up. The shoe wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for us. So this is the first time the voters' voices actually fucking count. I talked so much I didn't even show the shoe. There's no point to show the shoe because I put it through all this whole video and y'all didn't seen this shoe every damn where. I told you the shoe came out like 3 fucking months ago. Like what else can I say about the shoe that y'all haven't heard or seen already? So I'm finally gonna shut up and just bask in this glory because it's probably the last time for a while that I get like some access for exclusive shoe for retail from Nike, and I'm a big in it. That's all I'm gonna say. And I have no idea when I'm wearing these. I'm no rushing to wearing these. I actually will want a actual outfit that matches with this shit. But with that being said, see y'all whenever the next one is.